Okay, so this tragic story happened out of Lillington, North Carolina on August 12, 2025. So deputies were called to 19 Kentucky Derby Lane. It was a little bit after 5:18 p.m. Sabrina Richards, 54 years old, had been celebrating her birthday along with her husband, Danny Richards, and his mother, Clara Richards. They also had a 10-year-old child there. Now, some articles say that was their son, and some say it was another nephew, because there was also a 15-year-old nephew there by the name of Jakarion Cunningham. So now, some reports state that the couple, they were helping Jakarion out, I guess in lieu of maybe a roof over his head, but he was there and he was most definitely family. However they were helping him wasn't really specifically clear in any of the articles that I read. Now, when deputies arrived, 74-year-old Clara, she was outside the home suffering from a gunshot wound to her abdomen. Inside lay Danny, a retired 57-year-old U.S. Army Staff Sergeant and also a senior pastor. Along inside the home was the birthday girl, his wife, who's also a retired vet as well. Both were shot to death. Now, thank goodness, at least physically, that 10-year-old child was not harmed. And he is the one that did call the police. That nephew had stolen the family's truck and he was on the run. Meanwhile, Clara had succumbed to her injuries at a nearby hospital. Now, thank goodness, Jakarion would be found about 3-4 hours later hiding in the woods. The motive for why he did this hasn't been stated. I have no idea, but it doesn't take much for these children, if there is a gun around, to open fire on you and kill you. You can tell them to put their phone down and eat their food at the table, and they want to shoot you dead because you told them to do something. I just covered a story not too long ago in Florida based on what people have said was a video game. I think he was 14 years old, and he shot his parents because of a video game, I guess, that they didn't want to buy him. So again, it doesn't take much for these young people to end your life, whether or not your family. It doesn't take much. Now, you guys know that I love to go on their pages to see if I could find anything. So I went on Sabrina's page, and it happened in May when she shared a post, and she put SMH, shaking my head, because in the video, a teenager has an assault rifle and he just has it open, and he killed somebody outside, and someone is actually recording that.
I can't even run up to him.
No, you can't do nothing. Get the fuck in. You're gonna have him shoot over here, bitch.
Holy shit.
Shut up, I got it. I got him. Be careful. I got you. Shut up. Move. He's looking over here.
No one even came out. Why is it 911 answering?
Move, Sarah.
He's not even looking at me. Oh my god. The young man doesn't like this dad.
What's so amazing is that months later, that would actually happen in her own home. Instead, it would be a triple murder inside her own home. I was reading a lot about Danny and Sabrina. They both had decades, especially Danny, they had decades in the Army. They had been deployed to Afghanistan and Iraq, dangerous circumstances where they could have been killed while on duty. But instead they're killed during a celebration by a 15-year-old child that they were helping. Crazy. I mean, they seem to be such a happy couple. House beautiful. Again, I don't know if that 10-year-old is their child. I don't know if they have any kids. From everything I read so far, I don't really know if they have any children. You know, maybe they felt that this nephew was kind of like their son. You know, I don't know, but however, they were helping him out. And this is how he returned the favor. He killed his aunt and uncle, which is just crazy. So I went on Danny's Facebook page, and the last post that he said was, quote, "Happy birthday to the love of my life, my ride or die, Sabrina Richards. Love you, baby." End quote.
All right, Mama, all you have to do is walk towards me and keep one foot on the ground while you're walking towards me. You just did walk normal. You might tell me to sit down. I laid on that, but I want to let you know about the goodness of God, amen. Because I can testify, I can give my own personal testimony of the things that God has done for me and what He has brought me from, amen.
Amen.
I can tell you about the struggles, the trials and tribulations, amen, but I know when I give it all to God, everything's going to be all right.
Yes, yes.